We have about 3.5 hours to have some Epcot fun, so let's have a date night at Disney World. It's time for another date night at Epcot. This time we're doing a Festival of the Arts edition. We're going to go around and check out all the amazing artwork from all the artists, try some new eats for this year, maybe some favorites from last year, and just see what's going on at the 2024 Festival of the Arts.
Same thing I used last time.
We have roughly about 3.5 hours, so we're going to see what we can get done before the park closes. First things first, we're going to grab our festival passport. These passports are at every Epcot festival, and they are really helpful in planning your day of how you want to tackle all of the activities, food, music, anything that's going on during an Epcot festival. Festival of the Arts, you have the Animation Academy where you can learn how to draw a Disney character. There's chalk art, artful photo ops. You also have the Festival of Arts collection of merch at all of the festival markets. You can also do an artist signing schedule. If you pause right now, you could scan the QR code to see when the artist will be at the festival. The festival merch is always fun, but at the Festival of the Arts, it's very bright and colorful. They also have the Disney on Broadway concert series where you can actually see Disney on Broadway from New York performers here. There are also different entertainment performances around World Showcase and in Future World, Art Defying Gravity, musicians, visual art performances. In the middle, you'll find all of the festival booths, the drinks, food, everything that is offered to eat or drink at the festival, and they do have allergy-friendly options. Really fun for this year, they added some animation activity pages in the back, fascinating art of animation, little coloring pages, little activity pages to enjoy. And at the very back is the wonderful walk of colorful cuisine. You purchase 5 vibrant food items from select locations during the festival, and then you'll receive a festival treat. I think this year it is a little paint palette cookie, a little sugar cookie. So you'll go around and you'll get your 5 stamps, and then you'll take it to a festival merch location and pick up your treat. These passports are really helpful for planning, but if you do prefer, you can find a lot of this information in the My Disney Experience app. And because the Ticket and Transportation Center really piques my anxiety, we come in the Epcot entrance in between France and the UK Pavilion. It's called International Gateway. Just makes things a little bit easier for us to get in and out of the park. Oh my gosh. Oh,
It's the original.
yeah. Oh, that's the one that we saw at Disney Springs, the large print. Duckling Stitch. Look at that. Cinderella Castle. Oh yeah, Epcot with Figment and the fireworks. Oh yeah, Big Thunder. Oh look, it's the fastest I could jump in the galaxy. How much are they like that? It doesn't say. Oh, $49. Oh, that's not bad. I love it. Tiki Room. Cinderella Castle with the carriage. This print is absolutely gorgeous by Rob Cass.
Yes, they're all.
50, $49.95.
I really want to get it because I showed up about 6
Wonder what it is compared to if you were to get one with the front. Obviously, like $6.95. Where we're from. Are we in Canada or are we in South Carolina? What's going on? The first food booth that we're stopping at is Gourmet Landscapes in Canada. They have a beet dish, a bone marrow dish, and a mushroom risotto dish. And then they do have the beverages, a frozen scotch cocktail, scotch and herbal tea with a chocolate nail. We actually tried the roasted bone marrow at last year's Festival of the Arts. It wasn't a favorite of ours. I think if I was to get it again, I would ask for that onion marmalade on the side. We're going with that wild mushroom risotto with truffle shavings and Zinfandel reduction. This one was very tasty. The risotto was cooked to perfection. That Zinfandel reduction just complemented the rice so well. And having those little bits of mushrooms in there, loved it. I'm a huge truffle fan though. So if you're not a truffle fan or a mushroom fan, this dish may not be for you. Still nothing prettier than World Showcases, isn't it? We came into Disney Traders to pick up a gift card wristlet like we do at all the festivals to load money on so that we don't have to keep pulling out our wallet to pay for food and drinks. And they told us that they no longer give those out at this location. At the festival merch booths, that's where you can find them. So that's where we actually picked ours up. But they have all these new ears in here. And they also have this new Kermit merch that is so adorable. I am a huge Muppets fan. I love this bucket hat. They have the Crocs. Oh my gosh, how adorable. So we did pick up our gift card wristlet, and I do suggest, this is like a little bonus tip for when you come to the festivals. But I think in the future, I'm going to take the ones I already have at home and just load them before we come. I think it would just save a little bit of time. You could also do that if you have a Walmart, Dollar General, CVS, somewhere that sells Disney gift cards. You could load one at home and use that at the booths instead of waiting in line to get a gift card to use at the festival. This is the expression section. It's a paint by number wall mural where you can actually paint, I think it's 6 or 7 squares. They'll give you a little tub of paint with a brush and you can paint by number. And then they give you a bookmark of actually what it'll look like when it's finished. I didn't get to do it last year, and then this year didn't get here in time. They actually stopped doing it at 5. They do it from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. This area is the new World Celebration Gardens area. It has the Walt the Dreamer statue. It actually debuted December 5th. And this is the first time we're seeing the garden section with all the lights. If you saw our last Epcot video, we enjoyed the Journey of Moana attraction that they just opened up. So this area was also an area that has been closed off for several years, and the lighting that goes with Beacons of Magic is stunning. There is a lot of people trying to get pictures with the Walt statue, so maybe next time, but it is definitely something to see. The next food booth that we're stopping at is Cuisine Classique. It's located in World Discovery over near the Test Track attraction. They have beef Wellington, they have mussels, they also have an IPA and an African Pinot Noir. And last year, this booth was called the Craftsman's Courtyard. We tried the beef Wellington here last year and fell in love with it, so we wanted to see if this year it tasted the same. The Craftsman's Courtyard just split off from this booth. Last year, they had a cold-fashioned cocktail that was absolutely delicious, a yummy mix of cold brew with an old-fashioned cocktail, which is perfect for anyone that loves an old-fashioned like I do. The Craftsman's Courtyard still has this drink, and spoiler alert, we will be eating there very shortly. Back to our eats at Cuisine Classique. We couldn't decide between getting that beef Wellington again and then trying the mussels, so we decided to go with both. It smells absolutely amazing over here. They're actually cooking those mussels right on the grill, right beside the booth, so it is an intoxicating smell. The beef Wellington is mushroom duxelles, prosciutto, puff pastry, and red wine demi-glaze. And then those mussels are cast iron roasted PEI mussels with sauteed tomatoes, garlic, and fresh herbs. These mussels were so good. I usually prefer my mussels in a white wine sauce. I'm not really big on the tomatoes with mussels, but these were absolutely delicious. That beef Wellington is already gone. It was gone so fast. It was so good. Way better than last year's piece. And I'm sure that you can tell the difference between last year's Wellington and this one just in the color. We also had this nice little art area that we were able to kind of scope out while we were eating. So that was enjoyable. We are going to head into the Creation Shop. They are actually handing out pass holder magnets right now, and they are themed to Moana and Hey Hey. So we're going to pick up our annual pass holder magnets and maybe check out some new merch. Oh, that's a new color. Well, I wonder what they're calling this. Yeah, I wonder what they're calling this color. It's a mix between copper and peach and pink. Very sparkly design though. I am feeling it. I do love this new color. They've got the lounge flies, tumblers, they've got the spirit jersey that's all sparkly. Oh, excuse me.
That was a snack bucket, but then we picked it up and now it's a snack.
Yeah. Oh, I like the bag. This is the new park line that just came out. The snacks, eats.
Yeah. See that?
Oh, I want it. $34.99. How cute is that? The little popcorn's like,
I feel like that's pretty pop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that line a lot. At every festival, there is a scavenger hunt type activity that you can do. For the Festival of the Arts, it is Figment's Brush with the Masters scavenger hunt. So you can pick up a map for $9.99 and then you will sticker the locations of where you find the artwork. Once you complete the map, you can bring it back to any of the locations that sold the map and you'll receive a little prize. And as you see for Festival of the Arts, you can get a little Figment or a little Mickey and you can paint them. So it comes with a little plain kit and then you can paint it. So very cute. $19.99. I love that. I didn't see that when we looked at the merch before. If you missed our Happy New Year video, go check it out. It shows a lot of the 2024 merch at World of Disney in Disney Springs. The line for the annual pass holder magnets was a little too long for us right now. I think we'll check back in just a little bit and see if it's died down some. I mentioned before this is our first time seeing this new lighting that they've added to the backside since they took down the construction walls and put that whole lighting effect together. And it is just stunning to walk through here and have so much more lighting effects that go along with Spaceship Earth. The Beacons of Magic show is still going on, which I said after the 50th, I hope it did, and I'm so glad that they kept it. Spaceship Earth is a 5-minute wait, which basically means it is a walk-on. Most of the attractions in Epcot this evening have been anywhere from 30 to 45-minute waits, and we were focused more on the Festival of the Arts festivities and all that food and artwork and the fun stuff for the festival. But when Spaceship Earth is a walk-on, you have to ride it, right?
It also brings with it the dawn of great civilization.
Please remain seated. We'll resume our journey shortly. Thank you.
That was a first for me. We actually got stopped at the beginning of the ride for about 5 minutes, and it went very slowly through the rest. It stopped a couple of times on us. One particular time was where the guy is sleeping at the desk snoring, which is very funny. Spaceship Earth is always a good time. This is the Disney Fine Arts booth, Collector's Edition. I love the way this is painted. It's almost like a speckled design. These artists are so talented, and if you do come during the day, you can meet some of the artists and they'll actually be painting their artwork or painting something new. This is the Craftsman's Courtyard booth that I mentioned earlier. It's split off from the Cuisine Classique. They did still keep that coffee old-fashioned cocktail on the menu, but they revamped and added a pork belly and a skirt steak this year. Again, we couldn't decide which one to choose from, so we decided to go with both. This is the grilled pork belly with salsa verde, broccoli rabe, pickled peppers, and raclette cheese on grilled sourdough. You can see that raclette cheese right there, melted on top. And then we also got the grilled marinated skirt steak with caramelized onions and mushrooms, blue cheese fondue, and arugula on a grilled French roll. Between the two, I'd have to say that the little skirt steak Sammy was my favorite. It had that cheese fondue on there, and even though I'm not a big blue cheese fan, it really cut through the richness of the meat. It even had a little pepper and a little onion and tomato on top. The pork belly was not my favorite. That raclette cheese has that really strong smell, and the pork belly was a little dried out. So I think I would go with the skirt steak next time. Another fun date night at Epcot, another fun year at the Festival of the Arts. The artwork here is always stunning. The food is always so good. Love trying the new eats each year and coming back for favorites. That beef Wellington was good last year, but this year they took it up another notch. The mushroom risotto was probably my favorite this year. Steven's favorite was that skirt steak sandwich, which it was very good. We didn't get to grab our annual pass holder magnet just because of the lines. We have until February 23rd to pick that up, so stay tuned. We should be back before the end of the month to try to pick up that magnet. I feel like we were able to eat and see a lot in the short time we had before closing. We had just about 3.5 hours or so to kind of go around the park. We didn't really make our way around World Showcase, but we were able to eat a lot, see a lot of artwork. We were able to ride Spaceship Earth, so that's always fun, and see Beacons of Magic. Thank y'all all so much for watching. If you haven't already, go check out our Epcot playlist for more Epcot Park fun. Stay vivacious, viewers, and we'll see y'all in our next video.